Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins to have a hunt through, looking for commemoratives. Ones with more than face value, but ideally we want one of the two, the only two we need to fill the book. England Commonwealth Games is the first one. The Commonwealth Games, the scarcest of the Olympics, of the £2 coins. And then Mary Rose, which is still being elusive, but I'm quite thankful we've got another coin other than a Commonwealth Games because they're so few and far between to find. We have got all the other ones, including a Navy Centenary, up to and including Great Fire of London, with news and knowledge that the 2021 Britannia is going into circulation. There is a space ready for that. But yeah, it might be some time until we see it actually circulate, but who knows. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this bag and see what we find. Right, I'll show you what we're looking for in this, the first bag. These are freezing cold coins, my goodness gracious me. As such technologies, we don't particularly want technologies. There is some lower minted years, but still not low enough that I think they're worth keeping. But if you collect technologies, feel free to. I'm not the be all and end all. That's a very shiny. I will check these all for rotation errors, because obviously with the year at the bottom of the coin, rotated like that, the queen should look that way. However, we have found a fair few where the queen is not at the right angle, which is a die rotation error. Oh, there we go. We've got a commemorative to begin with. We have Brunel. My brain blipped for a moment there. Brunel. This is the portrait. There's two Brunel coins. Brunel's portrait and the achievements, the arches at Paddington Station. We've got counters tracking both of those. It's a very common coin that we see quite often. But at least we've got something in that bag. One commemorative found in 2 bags so far. And again, so my apologies. I think it might be the last £2 coin hunt I put out, maybe the one before. I can't remember which order I recorded them in. We'll get back to my apology momentarily because we've just found a golden guinea, which is very nice. It's slightly above face value, not massively, so you won't be able to retire on having found one of these, but it's still a lovely coin to have. And we'll pop it down the bottom row where the other over face value coins are going to go. My last £2 coin hunt. Or one very recently. Oh, wow. I can't. I have to keep trying to apologise. I keep finding good coins. Shakespeare's comedies. The scarcest of the 3 Shakespeare £2 coins. There's this one, Tragedies and Histories. I don't, or historically, have not found many comedies. I've been finding a few more than previously, so I'm quite happy. Because in my greater hoard of coins, because I keep all my Shakespeare £2 coins, my comedies are a very low amount compared to the other 2, so to be able to add some more of them to sort of even the playing field is very much welcome. Whoa, we've got 2 of them. Very, very nice. Oh, we haven't checked the edge inscriptions on them. I got too carried away with how excited I am about finding it. So it should say the whole world is a stage on these 2 coins. Yes, so they're both going to be right. We check specifically these on camera because the Shakespeare Tragedies, the one with the skull and the rose, some made it out of the mint with the wrong edge inscription error. It should say what a piece of work is a man, and some of them have got the Army Centenary's edge inscription for King and Country on it by mistake. Charles Dickens there, very common, we see him quite often. But yeah, what was I saying? Apologies, because we're about to find a Magna Carta, about to find a Mary Rose, hopefully. I dedicated potentially the whole video to talking about what I thought was going to happen with the Strike Your Own. I recorded that one day, and the news came out the next day that exactly what was going to happen, and I was totally wrong. But I thought it's not going to be the most boring video that I've ever put out by any stretch of the imagination. We're still hunting through coins. I can't even remember if we had any good finds in that video. My brain isn't that attuned. This is the VE Day anniversary, St Paul's Cathedral, one of the most common commemorative £2 coin in circulation. We have found truckloads of that coin. But yes, so anyway, very exciting about what's happening to the Strike Your Own. It's obviously the Platinum Jubilee 50p, rumoured to potentially be one that will go into circulation, which I really hope and feel like it's going to happen. Guy Fawkes there, very common coin. You may see spurious rumours about the edge inscription. It says, remember the 5th of November. Some people sell them saying they've got a P-member like that. It looks a bit like a P, doesn't it? Actually, it looks like an F, because that's an F. Because that is an F, that's the 5th That's why that P looks like an F, because it's an F. What I mean. So yeah, you can see there. It looks in the wrong angle. It looks like it could be a P, but sometimes the kicker of the R isn't very pronounced. The reading doesn't help it. The reading is in the milling of the coin, I should say. So yeah, don't pay over the odds for a per member Guy Fawkes, because it doesn't add value to the coin. It's a very common coin anyway. That's going to be something though. Ah, there we go. Army Centenary. This is the For King and Country edge inscription. Well, the coin it should be on at least. But yes, so we know Strike Your Own is the Platinum Jubilee. Bizarrely, came out as the Strike Your Own before the actual coin's been released, which is odd. Not what I was expecting, but anyway. Abolition of the slave trade there. You can see the inner part of the coin is a textured finish. If you find one with a smooth finish with initials to the bottom right of the 7, that's an NIFC, a coin not intended for circulation. We're about to get a whole bunch more NIFC £2 coins with the 25th anniversary of the bimetallic £2 coin. Speaking of which, what a beauty! Great Fire of London. It's a fairly scarce coin. It was one that was supposedly minted at 5 million or just over 5 million, and then that was recasted? No. What's the word I'm looking for? Was changed. So was it 1.3 million, something in the region of that? So yeah, but still a lovely coin, one that I quite like finding. That looks a bit odd, doesn't it? Maybe it's just the toning. It's a weird sort of toning around the design there. It looks fine to me. It doesn't look like a fake. Doesn't sound like a fake. Odd. Maybe it's just I had something spilled on it. But so yeah, and then obviously Jubilee weekend in February. There is a special strike on the day on the Sunday, which I know a whole bunch of coin tubers are going to, and I'm sure many of you viewers will come down for a 1 day only strike on the day. Another VE Day anniversary, but yeah, it's going to be a very exciting coin. The last strike on the day was the Brexit 50p. Should I even start expecting telling you what I expect of it? So the Brexit strike on the day was a 24-hour strike. I believe the first draw was like midnight as we ticked into the 31st of January, wasn't it? I can't remember what day it was now. My brain is all confuddled. There we go. We can detract because we've got ourselves another Shakespeare. It's another Shakespeare comedy. 3 and a hunt. My good golly. Very good. All the world's stage is fine. So no edge inscription error. Not that there are any other confirmed edge inscriptions on the other Shakespeares. I just checked them because imagine being the first one to find a new error. How cool would that be? Rugby World Cup there. Very common. Oh, Britannia. Did Daniel see the date? So Britannia replaced technology as the definitive design after starting 2015. Not many were minted in 2015, only 650,000, so a fairly scarce coin. 2016 more were minted, but still a desirable coin to have, and the only other circulating year has been 2021. That's 2016, the more common of the two that we know of mintage figures, so that's cool. That can go down on the bottom row of the rest of the overface value finds. Nothing else to be had in that bag. So yeah, Brexit Strike on the Day was a whole day event. Will that happen on Jubilee Day? I don't know. I would doubt it because it's a Sunday, and I'm not sure you'll be able to convince all the staff required to stay that late on a Sunday. But they did it on a Friday, so for Brexit. So who knows? Act of Union there, another very common coin. We see that quite often. But it looks like a whole lot of nothing in the rest of that bag, unfortunately. But we've got plenty more bags to get through. So yeah, the Sunday, so the plan is I'm going down on the Saturday, again with a bunch of other coin tubers, to get the standard Jubilee, Platinum Jubilee Strike Your Own. And then for that one specific day, I imagine, much like with the Brexit strike on the day, it'll just be different packaging, although the 50p is rumoured to have a different portrait of the Queen on the back. I think I have a feeling it's going to be reminiscent of the Silver Jubilee crown, or 25p, whatever. Because I think it has been released that the Queen will be riding a horse in the obverse. Whether that's just like with the decimal day 50 pence just in the annual set, which has just come out as a recording. It came out yesterday as of recording. Which just shows you how far ahead I am on my videos. Another abolition of the slave trade there, as we know, very common. And oh, there we go, Shakespeare Tragedies. This is the one with the edge inscription. It should say, what a piece of work is a man. If it says for king and country, that's the edge inscription error. Work is a man. Okay, that's fine. That's what it should be. I've only ever found one edge inscription error on a Shakespeare Tragedies. I would love to find more, but sadly it doesn't seem to be the thing. It's been a while since I found a Florence Nightingale. It's my favourite circulating £2 coin. My favourite being Frankenstein, but that didn't get circulated, which is a crime in my mind. But no, beautiful design. I really like it. It's very common though. It's another one we do have counters tracking to see how many we find over the course of trying to fill a book. I completely derailed my train of thought there, but I'm sure we'll prattle on innately for the rest of these bags. But yeah, the annual set. Oh, the annual set's come out. Quite excited to get my hands on it. To be fair, DNA's double helix there, another fairly common one, but it's a beautiful design. And this is going to be something as well. Another Army Centenary. We'll pop with the other one we had. Nothing else to be had there. I do naturally check all the edge inscriptions of the other coins before the end of the video as well, just in case we've got anything else up with the edge inscriptions or the rotations. But we'll keep checking the Shakespeare's. The Shakespeare's, because it's become a whole thing, and you can guarantee the 1 week that I don't do it will be the week that I find a brand new error that no one else has ever seen. But no, probably not, but we can live and hope. What I really want, as I've said a bazillion times, is an NIFC £2 coin. I have never found an NIFC £2 coin. I have found my fair share of NIFC 50 pences. So they are, as I said at the start of the video, designs that were made for collectors and not put into circulation. So every £2 coin, commemorative £2 coin, since the Great Fire of London is an NIFC. Because the last circulating commemorative £2 coin, the last new commemorative circulating £2 coin was the Great Fire of London. So any other design that you find is an NIFC. And if I could pick one, of course I'd love to find a Frankenstein £2 coin. That would be glorious and would possibly be my favourite coin that I would ever have found. But yeah, we're getting a new, as I keep saying, we're getting that new Frankenstein in the 25 years of the bimetallic £2 coin, which is quite exciting. Wireless transmission there, very common, but another cool design. Now that set, celebrating 25 years of this bimetallic £2 coin, I don't anticipate going into circulation at all, much like the 50 years of 50 pences didn't go into circulation. But if it did, how cool would that be? It would be odd though that the circulating year is not the same as the year of mintage, or original mint of the coin, if that makes sense. Here we go, Shakespeare's Histories. Will it be the Hollow Crown? Of course it is, Hollow Crown. As we said, histories and comedies, to the best of my knowledge as of recording, there have been no edge inscription errors found on it, but if you don't look, you don't find. Well, now we find ourselves all of a sudden on the last bag of the hunt. So for those of you that watch this far in the video, you might be interested to know that I have a Discord server. The link is in the description if you want to come and join that. You do have to be over 13 if you're on Discord though, that's their rules, not mine. Another Army Centenary. But if you're not on Discord, you can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and there's a PO box you can write into should you wish. Florence Nightingale again, which will pop with the other one we found. Now I'm going to check all the coins off to the side for rotations. Check these for rotations and edge inscription errors. Edge inscriptions and rotations are all fine on all those coins. Nothing add to the hunts. In terms of a star find though, we've had a bit of a slew of things. 3 comedies. Well, I don't find that many comedies that often, so very much trying to level the playing field in my wider collection, which is very, very cool. Hopefully by the time I get to my whole coin collection video in February, mid-February, end of mid-February, hopefully they won't seem as few as it has in previous ones. But do let me know down in the comments which is your favourite coin from today's video. All that leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.